Okay. So I just forget. So our objective, the first one is give clear and structured instruction. The second one is delegate tasks professionally and confidently. And the last one is check understanding and avoid miscommunication. Okay. So start from the first one is why delegation matters in leadership. Yeah, like I've said before, effective delegation not only improve productivity, ya ini penting juga untuk result ya our job, but also build trust and confidence within the teams. Nah, this is the important ya. So the goals of the teams is not only because of one people, but work with all the people. If the delegation and also the instruction is clear, yeah, it means that we have a winning team. And it encourages the team members to take ownership, develop their abilities, and contribute more meaningfully to shared goals. Ya, bisa take ownership. Ownership tuh jadi rasa kepemilikan gitu ya. Karena saya dilibatkan dalam pekerjaan ini, saya merasa terlibat dalam tim dan itu sangat-sangat penting gitu ya untuk teamwork. Develop their abilities. Kalau ketika when leader delegate the job to the team, berarti kan dia percaya. Dia kan and then the team also can work and practice their skills. Dia otomatis ketika dia di delegate job, ya berarti dia dipercaya lalu kemudian dia juga bisa berlatih gitu ya. Confidence-nya terbangun dan skillnya juga makin terasah ketika dipercaya mengerjakan satu atau dua banyak hal. And then the last one is meaningfully to shared goals. Jadi punya ada arti juga gitu ya ketika dia mampu bekerja sama atau bareng-bareng gitu ya mengerjakan target sasaran tersebut. So delegation also really important in leadership. What is the common mistake ya yang kesalahan yang sering terjadi dalam delegation adalah yang the first one is being too vague, terlalu apa ya samar ya, too vague and the instruction are not clear or specific ya. Akhirnya muncul assumptions gitu. Oh kayaknya begini deh, oh kayaknya gitu. And then the result is wrong. Or maybe the people waiting. Nah itu juga yang problem ya. Menunggu akhirnya, oh belum jelas nih, akhirnya nggak dikerjain dulu gitu ya. So it is the mistake. The second one, giving too much information at once. The listener get confused or overwhelmed. Ketika ngasih tugas terlalu banyak detail atau terlalu banyak tugas gitu ya. Jadi akhirnya bingung. And then you don't know about the priority. Nah, ini nanti kita belajar tentang priority, mana yang duluan yang kita kerjakan, which one is more important and the others. So we can choose the priority. We cannot do some things, do many things in the same time. Nggak bisa kita ngelakuin banyak hal dalam satu waktu. So we have to choose our priority. The third one is not checking understanding. It is also the main problem to delegate something to others. We don't check their understanding. Dia paham nggak gitu kan? Masalahnya gitu. Kalau dia nggak paham, kita nggak nanya, ya kadang kita nganggap dia paham ya, padahal mah belum paham. Akhirnya ya tidak sesuai. Nah ini kita harus you have to check the understanding. The fourth one is not clear deadline or priority, nggak ada prioritas sama deadline. Akhirnya take longer than you plan, ya jadi lebih lama daripada yang kita planning atau bahkan delay gitu ya. And the fifth one is not assigning responsibility clearly. No one feels accountable for the task. Kalau itu teamwork, team job, or team target, kalau nggak disuruh satu-satu kayak spesifik gitu ya, misalnya Miss Yuli ngapain, Miss Mira ngapain, Miss Rizky ngapain. If it is not specifically detailed, ya it means that no one feels accountable. Ya, akhirnya nunjuk-nunjukkan gitu. Miss Yuli kali yang ngerjain, Miss Mira yang ngerjain gitu. Akhirnya not clear which one is having responsibilities for it. Okay, so it is also the common mistake that we have in delegating jobs. Okay, so how to make a clear instruction? You can use these several expression. Kita bisa pakai beberapa expression ini. Contoh, the first one is please make sure to. Nah, ini untuk mengerjakan sesuatu ya. What I need you to do is bla bla bla. Or the first step is, nah ini biasanya kita pakai urutan ya, langkah-langkah yang harus dilakukan. The first step is, the second step is, the last step is, gitu ya. After that, you need to, or finally, don't forget to, bla bla bla. Ini untuk memberikan instruksi. Contoh tadi yang please make sure to, tolong pastikan misalnya our guest will come today at 10 a.m. Please make sure you to pick up. Kita misalnya pick up the guest. What I need you to do is to prepare the program before 5 a.m. misalnya, 5 p.m. Or the first step is to blah 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 blah. The second step is blah 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 and the others. After that, you need to ini untuk giving clear instruction. Jadi step by step ya. Instruction itu harus step by step. Like cooking ya, kayak masak. Ya, if you just tell it into narrative speech, ya it is yeah, it's sometimes it's really hard to uh, done by your team. Kadang-kadang kita ngomong aja terus gitu. Jadi tolong ya nanti habis ini ke sini nanti misalnya salam segala macam. Kalau tidak dibikin poin-poin, orang akan sulit untuk memahami dan mengikuti apa yang jadi instruksi kita. So you can use this expression to giving a good instruction. Okay. Next one is clarifying instruction. Nah, ketika kita menerima instruction juga kita harus ada clarifying, memastikan gitu ya, klarifikasi. Oke, let me explain this in more detail atau let me walk you through the process. Just to be clear, what I mean is blah blah blah. This is to make sure the understanding is good, gitu ya. So don't move if the understanding is not confirmed. Kalau belum confirm understandingnya, beliau belum paham, kita harus ya make it detail, make it specific so he or she can work it accordingly to your instruction. Jadi dia bisa mengerjakan sesuai dengan apa yang kita instruksikan. What is the useful expression that we can use? The first one is let me explain this in more detail. Nah, kita bisa jelaskan secara lebih detail. Let me explain this in more detail. So first one, gitu ya. Jadi kasih instruksi, setelah kasih instruksi, jelasin detailnya mungkin step by stepnya. Or you can say, let me walk you through the process. Boleh nih nanti saya jelaskan prosesnya seperti apa, gitu ya. And you can say just to be clear, untuk menghindari salah paham gitu ya, atau maksudnya seperti ini ya, just to be clear. Or what I mean is bisa juga ya, maksudnya seperti ini ya. Itu you can make sure like that. So it is good to have clarification, especially when you are appointed or designed to do the task or the job. Kalau kita PIC-nya malah kita harus lebih paham what is the objective or the instruction that given by our leader or supervisor. Okay, this is for clarifying instruction. The next one is checking understanding. Yeah, the useful expression is, does that make sense? Is everything clear? Do you have any question? Can you repeat the step back to me? Now, this is the question. It is for the people who give instruction can check their understanding, how well they understand the task. It is also important ya. Kadang-kadang memang terlalu percaya sama tim juga ya ada bagus ada tidak bagusnya gitu ya. Kalau misalnya if you have already give a clear explanation and then trust them ya, it is good. The problem is when you are giving the explanation but they don't understand and they don't say anything ya, it is the problem. Kadang-kadang diam itu tidak mungkin, diam itu artinya bisa dua, bisa dia memang ngerti, bisa memang dia bingung gitu ya. Jadi memang have to make sure the understanding. Ya, does that make sense? Oke nggak? Ngerti nggak? Atau masuk akal nggak? Oke nggak? Gitu ya. Is everything clear? Udah jelas belum? Do you have any questions? Ada pertanyaan nggak kira-kira? Or can you repeat the step back to me? Coba diulangi apalagi apa aja tadi yang saya minta. Ya, you can check. Ya, 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, and you can also remind them what is the most important, what is the priority. Itu juga bisa kita lakukan. Karena ketika sudah checking understanding dan sesuai, ya udah kita tinggal mempercayakan mereka untuk the apa namanya the task to be done. Oke. For me, myself who is really perfectionist, sebagai saya yang terlalu perfeksionis, kadang-kadang memang happy to do something by myself gitu, lebih suka mengerjakan sendiri apa-apa gitu ya, apa-apa mau dikerjain sendiri aja. But for a leader, of course, this cannot be done every time. Nggak bisa dilakukan secara terus-menerus ya sebagai leader. So you have to delegate the job to your team. Ya biar efektif juga ya. Buat apa kalau misalnya kita kerjain semua, buat apa punya tim gitu kalau misalnya bisa kita kerjain semua. Actually, my mentor once said, if you already become a leader, it means that you have not, you should not working on detail anymore. You cannot work again in technical anymore. You just think about the strategical things ya. Karena kalau udah jadi leader tuh harusnya udah nggak main teknis lagi, udah nggak main di lapangan lagi, tapi mainnya sudah di ranah strategic, ya, strategi how to develop this team or how to develop this business into become better than before. Yeah, it is what once my mentor once said to me about how giving delegation and also become a leader is. Okay, so this is a practice. Hopefully the text is clear to see. If you cannot see, you can ask me. Okay, I want to having practice because we have 4 people, so enough here. Who wants to partner with Miss Yuli, Miss Dana?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Miss Yuli.
Yeah.
With who? With Miss Dara or Miss Mira or Mr. Rizky?
Miss Dara.
Miss Dara. Okay, Miss Dara. Who will be the manager? Who will be the staff?
I stop.
Miss Dara will be the manager then, yeah. Okay, Miss Dara, you will be the manager, and Miss Yuli will be the staff, like the usual, yeah. Please.
Okay. Hi, I would like you to handle the client report for this week.
Sure, I can do that.
Great. The first step is to collect all of the client data from this week. After that, you need to organize the information into the clear format.
All right.
Then analyze the key points and highlight any important issue. Finally, prepare a short summary for the management team.
Just to be clear, do you want a detailed report or a brief summary?
Good question. I would like a detailed report, but keep the summary short and clear.
And for the data, should I include all clients or only the major ones?
Focus on the major client only.
Also, make sure belum. Miss Dara lagi.
Oh. Also, make sure the report is easy to understand and well structured.
All right, let me confirm. I need to collect data from major clients, organize it, analyze key points, and prepare a detailed report with a short summary. Is that correct?
Yes, that's exactly what I need. Please finish this by Tuesday afternoon.
Thursday afternoon. Got it.
Does anything sound
Yes,
clear?
yes, everything is clear. I'll start working on it right away.
Great. Let me know if you have any question.
Will do. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Terasa ya, jadi kayak gitu cara ngasih kerjaan gitu ya ke tim. So, detail, structure, and then confirm juga. Yang diberi pekerjaan juga confirm lagi balik gitu ya. Oke, jadi ini nih ya. Iya, hari ini ya. Iya, gitu. Jadi kalau udah oke, ya you can yeah, start the job and make sure everything is correct. Nanti tinggal sisanya kita follow up. Kalau as a leader ya, we follow up the job. It is already finished or do you have any other question? Is there anything that I can help you? Nah, jadi kita lebih ke supervise di sana. Very nice, very good. Next, Mr. Rizky and then Miss Mira will be the manager and who will be the staff.
I will choose a staff role, I think. Mira will
Okay,
be
so
No,
manager.
me staff,
Ah,
me staff. You're
you're
manager,
proper to being
Kariski.
a manager, Mira.
Yo, no,
masih
Kariski, manager.
No, you are.
No, I'm staff. No.
ayo come on decide.
Will be the manager.
Okay.
Yeah, Kariski. Let's
I
go.
will pretend to being your manager,
Pretend
but
to be
I'm
the
not
manager.
Miss Titin, right?
Miss Titin, okay.
Okay. Hi, I'd like you to handle the client report for this week, Mira.
Sure, I can do that.
Great. The first step is to collect all the client data from this week. After that, you need to organize the information into a clear format.
All right.
Then, what's that?
Wait, there is so
Okay.
funny voice.
Then, analyze the key points and highlight any important issues. Finally, prepare a short summary for the management team.
Okay, just to be clear, do you want a detailed report or a brief summary?
Good question. I'd like a detailed report, but keep the summary short and clear.
And for the data, should I include all clients or only the major ones?
Focus on the major clients only. Also, make sure the report is easy to understand and well structured.
All right, let me confirm. I need to collect data from major clients, organize it, analyze key points, and prepare a detailed report with a short summary. Is that correct?
Yes, that's exactly what I need. Please finish this Thursday afternoon. This by Tuesday afternoon.
Thursday afternoon, got it.
Does everything sounds clear?
Yes, everything is clear. I'll start working on it right away.
Great. Let me know if you have any question.
Will do, thank you.
Yeah. With wise.
Okay, very nice ya, and also very nice background sound ya. Okay, so it is the practice a manager assign a task to a staff member and explain the process. Yeah, I would like to read it again for you. So make sure the pronunciation and also you can also learn how to giving instruction, clarifying, adding instruction, and checking understanding and the others. Okay, I would be both manager and staff. Yeah, first one manager. Hi, I'd like you to handle the client report for this week. Jadi kalau I sama D itu bacanya I'd, jadinya ya I'd. Hi, I'd like to you to handle the client report for this week. Sure, I can do that. Great. The first step is to collect all the client data from this week. After that, you need to organize the information into a clear format. All right. Then analyze the key point and highlight any important issues. Finally, prepare a short summary for the management team. Ya, jadi ada first, after that, apalagi itu, then, finally. Nah, itu kata-kata untuk conjunction ya, penghubung dari sebuah proses. Jadi nggak kita ngomongnya next, 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 atau after that gitu. Jadi kan conjunction tuh bisa banyak kita pakai, yang bikin kemudian bahasa Inggris kita tuh lebih kaya gitu ya. Jadi nggak ngomongnya next, 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 after that gitu. Sama sebenarnya intinya gitu ya. First step, after that, and then, finally, next gitu ya, boleh juga. Oke, staffnya clarifying. Just to be clear, do you want a detailed report or a brief summary? Ya, itu ya, kalau misalnya bikin laporan, kita bisa bikin yang detailed report atau brief summary. Nah, ini juga harus clear. Kalau detail report kan berarti memang data yang dimunculkan lebih banyak. Brief summary ya berarti cukup poin-poinnya aja. Kata manajernya apa? Jangan lupa apresiasi. Good question. I'd like a detailed report, but keep the summary short and clear. And for the data, should I include all clients or only the major ones? Jadi kalau ini lebih ke major ya, bukan mayor. Kalau mayor lebih ke jabatan kali ya. Kalau jabatan apa namanya kejabatan ini ya apa tentara ya mayor. Oh ini major ya. Focus on the major clients only. Yeah. Also make sure the report is easy to understand and well structured. All right, let me confirm. I need to collect data from major clients, organize it, analyze key points, and prepare a detailed report with a short summary. Is that correct? Yes, that's exactly what I need. Please finish this by Thursday afternoon. Got it. Yeah. Does everything sounds clear? Yes, everything is clear. I'll start working on it right away. Great. Let me know if you have any question. Will do. Thank you. Gitu ya. I hope it is a clear example for you to giving instruction and also structured instruction and also checking understandings, adding instruction and the others. Next is to delegating task. Jadi beda ya antara giving instruction sama delegating task. For delegating task, it means that you delegate, ya, mendelegasikan tugas. Okay, you can say assign, I'll assign this task to you, or can you take care of this? I'd like you to handle this, or you will be responsible for this part. Mirip-mirip lah ya, antara instruksi sama delegating. Kalau instruksi itu ya kita berikan perintah, kalau delegating itu nurunin perintah gitu ya, kayak mungkin yang itu yang kita handle, terus kemudian kita kasih ke mereka, ke delegating. Okay, you can use this expression. You can say, I'll assign this task to you, or can you take care of this, or I'd like you to handle this juga bisa. Ya, atau you will be responsible for this part. This is for delegating task. Don't forget also setting deadline and priority. Ya, penting karena harus ada deadline, karena without deadline you don't know when to stop, when to finish. Ya, it means that they will be taking longer than what you targeted. Harusnya mungkin selesai besok, malah nanti selesainya minggu depan gitu ya. Ketika kita nggak ngasih deadline. And also, yeah, you have to make sure is the deadline is logic or not gitu ya. Ya, jangan sampai bikin project Roro Jonggrang atau Sangkuriang gitu ya. One night should finish. Satu malam selesai gitu ya. Itu sometimes ya it's unreasonable ya. You have to know what is the workload of your team's job and also how many times do you think it can be solved or finished by yourself. Jadi kita juga harus tahu kalau kita ngerjain sendiri aja berapa hari butuhnya gitu ya. Terus kita nyuruh bawahan kita dalam 1 hari harus kelar. Doesn't make sense ya. Makanya pertanyaannya adalah is it make sense to you gitu ya. So you can make sure the deadline also the priority ya. Kan kadang-kadang kita ngasih tugas tuh 1, 2, 3, tapi mungkin yang nomor 3 ini yang harus duluan kerjain gitu ya. Which one is more important to do first and the others yeah. Okay, what is the useful expression that we can use? Yeah, you can say please finish this by tomorrow. You can say this is quite urgent. Urgent tuh mendesak ya, mendesak. This is quite urgent. Kalau dulu I work as a purchasing, saya bekerja sebagai purchasing. Jadi pembelian material ya. You purchase the material. Kan ada request nih from R&D, Research and Development. Itu semua ada tulisan urgent-nya. Terus gimana nih, mana duluan yang saya urusin gitu ya. Karena semuanya urgent. So at that time I asked them the date. When is delivery date? When is the production date? Nah, itu lebih clear daripada urgent. Gitu ya. Kalau urgent kan mendesak, berarti ya semua juga mendesak gitu, semua pengen buru-buru gitu ya. Tapi kalau ada tanggalnya, I can choose which one is priority. based on the date, ya, production date or delivery date. This should be your top priority, or let me know if you need more time. This is you have to confirm to make sure the deadline, the priority is already understood and also arranged gitu ya by them. Okay, another example here for delegating and also giving deadline ya. Who will be partnering again? Mau change partner, Miss Yuli with Miss Mira or with Mr. Rizky? Who want to having partnership?
Ya, ayo.
Miss Yuli mau sama siapa?
Up to you.
Miss Dara?
Bebas.
Miss Dara available?
Okay, available.
Who will be the team
Okay,
leader and who will be
ready.
the staff?
I will be staff for now. Okay.
Oke. Alergi
Miss
nih mah
Yuli
jadi.
must learn to be a leader. Someday maybe you will be a
Iya,
leader.
change
Can
ya.
me. Hmm.
Delegating.
Oke, oke, oke.
Yes, please.
Hi, I'd like you to handle a few tasks for today.
Sure. What do you need me to do? What do you need me?
First, I'd like you to update the client database. Can you take care of that?
Yes, I can do that.
Great. Please make sure to check all the contact details and remove any outdated information. Second, I'll assign this report to you. I'd like you to prepare a summary of this week's sales.
All right.
This report should be your top priority because we need it for tomorrow's meeting.
Got it.
Please finish the report by today at 5 p.m. As for the database update, you can complete it by tomorrow.
Just to confirm, I should focus on the report first and finish it by 5 p.m. today, and then work on the database update by tomorrow, correct?
Yes, that's correct. And please let me know if you need more time or run into any issues.
Sure, I will.
Does everything make sense?
Yes, everything is clear. I will start with the report right away.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Good. Next, Mr. Rizky and Miss Mira.
Okay, change the role, Mir.
Okay, I'm
Change
team
role,
leader.
Okay.
You
Okay.
staff, okay? Hi, I'd like you to handle a few tasks for today.
Sure. What do you need me to do?
First, I'd like you to update the client database. Can you take care of that?
Yes, I can do that.
Great. Please make sure to check all the contact details and remove any outdated information. Second, I'll assign this report to you. I'd like you to prepare a summary of this week's sales.
All right.
This report should be your top priority because we need it for tomorrow's meeting.
Okay, got it.
Please finish the report by today at 5 p.m. As for the database update, you can complete it by tomorrow.
Just to confirm, I should focus on the report first and finish it by 5 p.m. today, and then work on the database update by tomorrow, correct?
Yes, that's correct. And please let me know if you need more time or run into any issues.
Sure, I will.
Does everything make sense?
Yes, everything is clear. I'll start with the report right away.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, very nice ya. In this practice, is a team leader assign multiple tasks to a team member with clear priorities and deadline. Jadi leadernya assign multiple tasks, ada beberapa tugas yang diberikan, tapi jelas prioritasnya apa, deadline-nya juga kapan gitu ya. Okay, I would like to read it again for you. So please make sure the intonation, the pronunciation, and also you can learn again about the meaning of the sentences. Okay, I will be both team leader and staff. Yeah. Hi, I'd like you to handle a few tasks for today. Sure. What do you need me to do? First, I'd like you to update the client database. Can you take care of that? Yes, I can do that. Great. Please make sure to check all the contact details and remove any outdated information. Second, I'll assign this report to you. I'd like you to prepare a summary of this week's sales. Ya, this week's sales. Ya, harus clear ya. Kalau ada S atau apostrophe. Alright. This report should be your top priority because we need it for tomorrow's meeting. Got it. Please finish the report by today at 5 p.m. As for database update, you can complete it by tomorrow. Okay, just to confirm, I should focus on the report first and finish it by 5 p.m. today, and then work on the database update by tomorrow. Correct? Yes, that's correct. And please let me know if you need more time or run into any issues. Sure, I will. Does everything make sense? Yes, everything is clear. I'll start with the report right away. Perfect. Thank you. Ya, jadi ada appreciation juga gitu ya. Terus kemudian kalau ada butuh tambahan waktu atau ada masalah, make sure juga dia untuk kontak kita gitu ya, untuk jangan sampai pas udah deadline baru ngomong ada masalah, ada problem gitu ya. So make sure them if any other issues and others you can you can talk to me ya, or you can contact me as a leader. Okay, that is for delegating tasks and giving a clear priorities and deadline. So make sure when you are delegating tasks to your team or to your member, make sure it is already clear, and also you give the priority, and also you give the clear deadlines when it should be finished. Of course, you also make sure they can do that, or is everything make sense, or already all the people or your member will capable to do that based on the deadline. Ya, jadi harus cek juga capability mereka apakah bisa mengerjakan hal tersebut sesuai dengan tugas yang diberikan dan deadline yang diberikan juga seperti itu. Oke, this is the summary for our today lesson. So for giving an instruction and delegating tips, make sure that you should have to be clear and specific. The second one is break task into simple steps ya. Jadi pakai kalau sebisa mungkin ya pecah jadi 4 atau 3 poin gitu ya, langkah-langkahnya seperti apa aja. You can use the chronological conjunction, first, then, after that, finally. And then you can say ya first, second, last gitu ya, boleh juga. Set clear deadlines and priorities. It is important ya to give you a deadline and priorities. And the fourth one is use polite professional language ya. Jadi ini penting untuk secara profesional dan sopan lah gitu ya mungkin bahasanya. Jadi walaupun kita ke bawahan atau ke tim member yang memang pekerjaan mereka gitu, kita tetap pakai kalimat tolong itu ya, 3 kalimat aja. Tolong, terima kasih, maaf ya, maaf, tolong, terima kasih. I'd like you to, or could you please, ya, could you help juga boleh. And then the last one, please make sure to check their understanding to make sure they understand what is the job and when is the deadline. Does that make sense, or can you repeat back to make sure they understanding? Okay. So for summary, giving clear instruction, breaking tasks into step, delegating tasks requires clarity, responsibility, and trust. Setting deadline and priority ensure tasks are completed on time, and checking understanding is the key to effective communication. Effective itu adalah something you cannot you have effect gitu ya. Karena kalau efektif tuh ya terbukti dari hasil gitu ya. Kalau hasilnya berhasil ya berarti efektif. Jadi make sure checking understanding also make sure that the effectiveness your job or task would be done. Clear communication leads to better performance and teamwork. Ya, jadi komunikasi yang jelas itu akan berujung kepada kemenangan tim ya, performa tim. So please make sure to always improve your skill on communication because the communication is the key to have a winning team. Maybe that's all the lessons that I would like to deliver for today's afternoon. If you have any question or queries, you can ask. We still have 3 more minutes. Ada pertanyaan mungkin?
Mr. Easy, I
Yes,
think
please.
this is a very interesting and important topic for us, yeah, to build
Yep.
the teamwork, yeah. But I think hard to me to how to distribute the tasks
Mhm.
fairly
Fair.
for all staff because we know the all staff is apa ya have different capability and capacity and then uh, s- we cannot distribute very fair gitu.
Yeah.
It is the first question, and the second question is how we can remember reminder our leader to do this how to delegate or delivering the
Tas ya.
task with very clear gitu because not only delivering or apa ya forwarding the message from the
Mhm.
head office but we need the clearly apa ya delegate the clearly task to do gitu. How
Ya,
to
ya, ya.
remember our leader to do this.
Oke. The first one, the word fair itself ya. Fair itu bukan berarti the same amount ya. Apa namanya? The fair it doesn't mean fair is the same amount for the others. Maybe Miss Yuli two tasks, Miss Mira two tasks, Mr. Rizky two tasks. So fair it doesn't mean of the meaning is not the numbers of tasks we give to the members we have. Yeah, the fair means it's compared with the capabilities. Yeah, so as a leader, we should know which our member that have capabilities to do this task. Jadi memang kita harus paham capability dari each of our member. Dan fair itu bukan berarti sama-sama kasih. Misalnya Miss Yuli kasih 2, Miss Mira kasih 2, Mr. Rizky kasih 2. Yes, sometimes it is not fair because the difficulties of one task is different with the other task. Mungkin kesulitan dari satu tugas itu ya beda dengan tugas yang lain. So, ya maybe one of the like Miss Yuli maybe given 3 tasks langsung dikasih 3 tugas, tapi mudah-mudah gitu katakan. Mister Rizky dikasih satu tugas yang mungkin agak sulit gitu ya, mungkin bebannya sama dengan 3 tugas dari Miss Yuli. Nah itu the skill of the leader itself to decide which one is which member is capable for doing the task, which member is having enough resource or skills needed to finish the task, and the others. Itu yang pertama. Yang kedua, berikutnya you have to also make sure there is a time you have to what I can say, they coach them or train them to do the task gitu ya. Mungkin dia capability-nya belum nyampe ke situ gitu ya. Tapi ya at one time maybe you have not really important or not really big task, ya you can give them to train them. Jadi boleh kita kasih untuk latih gitu mereka untuk mengerjakan task tersebut. Mungkin secara capability dia belum bisa, tapi kita kasih untuk biar dia belajar to make them learn the new task to improve their capabilities. Karena kalau kita nggak uh, kasih dia, maksudnya karena dia capability-nya kurang, terus ya udah nggak dikasih tugas, ya dia nggak akan maju gitu ya. Jadi kita kadang-kadang perlu kasih kayak training mereka untuk handle something that they never handled before gitu ya, untuk kita training. Tapi gimana kalau misalnya gagal ya? That's our job as supervisor, as a leader to accompany them. Jadi harus ditemenin gitu ya kalau memang itu task yang cukup besar. Yang my mentor once teach me that ada caranya ya untuk apa namanya mendampingi tim itu. Yang pertama adalah I do, you see, you watch atau you see lah bisa juga. Saya lakukan, kamu lihat. Itu cara yang pertama. Yang kedua adalah eh, you do, I see. Nah, kamu lakukan, terus saya yang lihat, gantian gitu ya. Jadi pertama dia mengamati kita dulu, dia melakukan, terus kemudian dia melakukan, kita amati, and then you do it alone. Baru di terakhir dia lakukan itu sendiri. Biasanya cara untuk trainingnya seperti itu. Lakukan dulu, jadi kayak dia observasi dulu bagaimana saya mengerjakannya. Kalau sudah dia kerjain, kita observasi sambil kita dampingi, baru terakhir dia kerjakan sendiri. The problem is sometimes for leader like us is trust ya. Yang susah dari kita itu yang sebagai leader adalah ngasih kepercayaan, itu yang susah itu kadang-kadang. Tapi kalau nggak ngasih kepercayaan terus ya seterusnya kita akan mengerjakan itu sendiri sih. Gitu yang kemudian itu tidak efektif untuk working as a team. Ya, it is from my perspective ya. Itu dari perspektif saya. And for the leaders, ya, how to communicate with our supervisor or our superior, ya, sometimes ya, kontrolnya memang communication is two way ya, two way communication. Namanya komunikasi itu selalu dua arah, two way communication. So it's not only who giving or delegate the task who give the detailed information. We also who get the task also need to confirm the detail or ask them to give the detail about the job gitu ya. Jadi bukan cuma leader bertanggung jawab memberikan detailed information, informasi yang detail, kita yang menerima pun berhak untuk bertanya hal yang detail gitu. Kalau memang dia tidak ngasih detail, ya we give the detail. Oke, kalau asumsi saya atau menurut pengalaman saya ngerjainnya 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ya. Nah, they confirm. Biasanya kalau saya ngambil inisiatifnya seperti itu. Kalau misalnya dari atasan not clear, not detail enough, I make it clear. Jadi saya bikin kayak planningnya atau detailnya 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as done. Kayak begini nggak Pak? Oke, oke baru saya kerjakan seperti itu. Jadi sebelum dikerjakan, confirm dulu the task, ya, like our perception. Kadang-kadang kan persepsi kita sama persepsi mereka beda gitu. Menurut dia begini, menurut kita begitu. Nah, kita samakan persepsi dulu, and then after that, ya, I do that based on the detail that I have made before. That is based on my experience, Miss Dara. I hope it will help you to be a fair and also clear, yeah, in your task.
Okay, Mr. Easy, I have a question.
Okay, Mr.
Uh,
Rizky.
yeah, I'm agree with you about
Hmm,
accompany the team members,
yeah.
but sometimes the challenge is when
Ah,
how do you delegate the older members, right?
mm.
Uh, how how you ever have a
Have
older
you ya
member in
ever?
your team? Mhm. Because that's
Okay,
challenging, I think.
yes. It depend actually. Yeah. Also, it's depend in the position. Yeah. For the older member, what I share is not the task actually. So, uh, kayak bagi-bagi ya, divide the job and also give them the benefit. Kadang-kadang mereka mau mengerjakan itu ketika ada benefitnya, yang kemudian benefit ini kita jelaskan ke mereka. So on 2015, if I'm not mistaken, it means that I still 25 years. 2017 itu saya masih 25, 26 tahun ya, masih muda lah ya. And I work at what company with 15,000 employees. Saya bekerja dengan perusahaan yang karyawannya ada 15.000 karyawan. And what I should then is really hard task. Saya harus mensertifikasi perusahaan itu. ISO 9001 2015. 2000 masih itu masih 2008 masih 2008 ya ISO masih ISO yang lama lah. Itu kan not really it's not easy job, but I do that in 3 months. Saya bisa mengerjakan itu dalam waktu 3 bulan. What I do is I communicate with all the leaders in the company, ya, with the really interesting approach. Jadi saya kumpulin semua, saya trainingin dengan yang menarik lah begitu. Terus kemudian I talk with them personally, saya ngomong secara personal masing-masing. Tujuannya belajar, ya. Jadi ngobrol ke mereka tuh bukannya nyuruh atau ini, tapi saya pengen belajar dong di departemen ini apa aja yang bisa saya bantu gitu ya. Apa yang bisa saya bantu sehingga ISO ini bisa terimplementasi. So I do the job for them. Jadi saya juga mengerjakan porsi saya untuk mereka. Dan namanya prinsip influencing salah satu prinsip pengaruh adalah ada yang namanya aduh saya lupa nama istilahnya. eh Timbal balik ya, timbal balik. Kalau bahasa Inggrisnya saya lupa apa tuh istilahnya, timbal balik. Jadi kalau kita melakukan sesuatu pada orang lain, maka orang tersebut akan kembali melakukan sesuatu untuk kita. So I give them first and then they give them back gitu ya. Nah, itu kadang-kadang working juga untuk ini. Jadi kayak kita melakukan dulu untuk mereka, mereka akan melakukan untuk kita. Sometimes like that ya. For me myself. Kalau nggak mempan, saya main atasan. Atasan dia saya kontak. Atau atasan saya biar dia ngomong ke atasan dia, ya ini dia yang kontak. Jadi mainnya authority. Nah itu juga salah satu key of influencing, authority ya. Kalau kamu nggak punya otoritas, you cannot deliver or delegate or giving job. Ya, so you should have authority juga. Jadi harus punya otoritas juga, gitu. Jadi kalau nggak mempan pakai uh, personal, ya pendekatan personal, personal approach, saya biasa pakai atasan approach. Ya udah kalau gitu nanti saya ngomong ke Mr. Brian deh gitu ya. Gitu. Ayo Mr. Brian yang ngomong. That's my experience. Hopefully it will help you also by with delegating and also giving instruction to other team members. Okay, Miss Nira or Miss Julie, maybe want to have any question or enough?
Enough, Mister.
Okay, thank you very much then for today's meeting and today's class. Hopefully we can learn something new for today's and see you again for the next meeting, and because it's already night, yeah, and see you again. Bye bye everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Thank you.
wabarakatuh. Thank
Mister.
you, Mr. Ide.
Bye
See you
bye.